Today, Noah stepped up. He made some physical catches in traffic in a 2-minute drill. Every day it's been a different guy stepping up, which is good. And then we just got to get the whole group playing to that level consistently. You'll find 6 good ones.
Mix them in and out, obviously.
Definitely mixing them in and out. You probably haven't seen the same.
All right, so first and foremost, he said Noah Brown stepped it up. I love to hear that when he's talking about a young receiver. We do know that Noah Brown is a big physical guy. I have him pegged as playing an X position, hopefully, and I mean hopefully that he can get into the mix and get things going in the right direction as far as his altitude, his mindset, his knowledge of the game. The coach just said that he stepped it up. So I'm going to pause it throughout here to give you guys my mini feedback on this thing. But from what I'm hearing from him, I love his mission statement. I love what he's going to say down the line about the mentality of the receivers and what he's expecting them to do and what he's expecting for the gift from them.
Same personnel group go in there more than once. So it's a rotating turnstile of receivers.
And that's just trying to find the guys, or is that how you're going to do it all the time?
Well, we'll narrow down as we get closer to games, but right now it's finding what the guys' strong suits are and then putting pressure on them that they have to know everything too. You could play F, Z, or X, and sometimes H and empty, so they got to study.
What is the leadership dynamic sort of in the bigger picture that we're in when you lose a guy like Dez? I know you weren't around Dez.
I don't know. I wasn't around, so it's more how I know it. I haven't been around where there's a bunch of vocal leaders. It's kind of a group as a whole, and we together have found what our mission statement is per se, and everyone kind of buys in. So I'm happy with how it is right now.
What is that mission statement?
Be more violent than the guy trying to oppose us and impose our will on them and all that entails.
I love that. Hey, check out the man gear, man. That's fly right there. I like those glasses. I love that visor. That's cold, man. That's cold-blooded right there. We like to see that, But outside of that, he's talking about basically violent, vicious. Let's rewind that, man. And that's coming from Chris Richard camp too as well. He wants his guys to be violent. He wants his guys to be vicious. So those are things that I like to hear, man. That's what I love to hear every single Sunday and every single Monday. If we play on that and Thursday too as well. Let's rewind just a little bit.
More violent than the guy trying to...
No, we got one again.
Be more violent than the guy trying to oppose us.
Yeah.
And impose our will on them and all that entails, which are a lot of details.
But when you're at this point of the year and it's non-contact, no pads and stuff, how do you get your evaluation and stuff? And even in camp, there's only a few days really where you're in full pads and things like that.
For receivers, I don't think you need pads. They're still grabbing by the DBs. How do we fight through a jam? Did he come back after getting caught up in one route? How did he fight through to the next route? When he hit the ground, did the ball stay there or did it pop out like it did today? So there's so many ways to still evaluate. And when they got tired, what did the routes look like? Did they go the wrong way or did he sustain it? So there's so many ways still. Pads don't really matter, I think, for us.
Yeah, that means a lot of things when he's talking about fighting through the tiredness, what kind of level you have when it's third quarter, fourth quarter. That's when you win the game. That's when the receiver must be in tip-top shape, and that's when the receiver must concentrate and catches the ball with their hands, not sloppy, not slow off their release. They have to have that mindset, that mental capacity to explode off the line and beat down the opposition across from them. They have to utilize their hands to get separations, and you want the release from the line to be sharp as possible. And you just really want your receivers to run the routes that's needed to be run, not making up routes, not cutting off their routes, not shorting their routes. That is what you need when you're talking about a wide receiver running routes, is being in shape and being healthy. And that's what I'm seeing. Not saying that this guy can walk on water, not saying that this guy's the best thing since sliced bread. But when you have that type of coach out there who's teaching the small fundamentals, that's everything. It's kind of like basic arithmetic. Once you learn the base, then you can learn everything you need to know with that. Now, granted, as well, I heard earlier this morning, I tried to get that clip too as well, that Cole Beasley, my brother from another mother, that guy, Cole Beasley said, hey, with this coach right here, the coach that I got on the screen right here. Let me take a look at. Look at the hat, baby. Look at the hat. Look at the visor. This coach right here. This coach right here. Let me move this thing around. This coach right here is pretty much saying that I'm gonna teach you all of the nuances of the route. I don't care if you've been here for 50 years. I'm gonna show you how to run this 9. I'm gonna show you how to run this hitch. I'm gonna show you how to run the comeback, the button hook. I'm gonna show you how to run the skinny post, and also I'm gonna show you how to run just even the route that goes out into the flat and the reverse sweep. This guy is teaching you every small nuances, all the small techniques. Now, one can argue and say, well, with this guy. Sanjay Lau, he should have been Sanjay Law. He would have had a even better coaching career if his last name was Law. But neither here nor there. Sanjay Lau, although he's been with multiple teams, yeah, everybody says that he's had a lot of chances with other teams. But under hindsight, when you have the ability to get picked up that many times, hey, there's something good that you got in you. You know, there's something good. But neither here nor there. Let's get this thing back going to what he had to say.
Good. What I like about him is he strains through everything and comes back. It's not always perfect. You see the athletic traits, but he'll come back. He's becoming self-aware. He can come back now and say, hey, I did this. I should have done this as far as technique. Once he's self-aware, he can self-correct, and then he can make a big jump. So I'm encouraged that he fights through stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's the end of the clip. It wasn't long. It was just short and sweet. But he was talking about my guy. Let me see if I can just rewind that. Yeah, he was talking about my guy, Michael Gallup, my pet cat. You know, I said from the beginning that the guy's he's not the guy that everybody just say from, I guess, his how can I put this, his pretty much 40 time is not the greatest in the world. His measurables are not the out of the roof of the world, but he's a gamer. He does things that he's self-aware of, and this is what the coach was saying. I like the aspect that when he makes a mistake, when he drops what he's meant to catch, he says, it's not the quarterback fault. It's not Tupac fault. It's not Biggie fault. It's my fault. I should have turned my head around quicker. Not saying that the quarterback not at fault, but that's the type of receiver that we have now. The guy that stand and fall on the sword and say, okay, I got to get better than this. I got to get better off my release. I got to get better off my stance. I got to keep separation. And then on top of that, I have to get my second win. Although I'm tired, I got a long way to go, a long battle up the hill. I love this, guys. I love this with our young receiver core. Now, also, I heard David Hellman. He's the guy, he was on the radio as I was getting off from work. He was talking about the aspect of he think that there can be 7 receivers to make this team. Now, I had us pegged at 6. And maybe, you know, rotation from there as far as the 46-man roster versus the 53. So with that being said, if we have 7 receivers, it is possible. He lamented the fact that the Cincinnati Bengals did that last year, and I really think that they pretty much, Cincinnati Bengals, not trying to compare us to them, but what he was pretty much saying is that somebody's going to play special team. And from what I know, Lance Lenore, he can play special teams. Wilson Kidd can play special teams. Noah Brown can play special teams. So it seems like the guy that don't know how to play special team or the guy that cannot play special team, he may be on the short end of that stick, guys. Hey, that's just what it is. That is just what it is. So I'm going to give a shout out time for everybody that's in the chat box, man. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and joining into the show. It's always been a plum pleasing pleasure for you guys to be in the mix. All right, so I'm going to give a shout out to the first person in the box, Wiggle Bells with the black hands. Shout out to you too as well. The colorway, the best way. Hey, I know for sure when you guys jump in like that, y'all part of the notification squad. And you guys know, LOVE, the notification squad, man. I love it because you guys jump in at any odd times that I'm here. Heavy Hustler 209, he says, thanks for the donation to help grow the nation. Hey, people like you is the reason why I can get more things added to this studio. Well, he says, why Okoye, such a clout chaser, bruh? And with some question marks. You gotta ask him that. You know, Koye, he's my brother from another mother. Yes, we have different opinions, different views of things. We talk to each other, we wrap it up, we kind of chop it down, and then, hey, those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. So he's already know what I'm at. He know where he at on super few topics. And of course, that's what you want in a family. Everybody don't agree with everybody. And if you are ever in a relationship and you agreeing with everything that the other person says, or if you ever in a family that everybody agreeing with everything you said, that's a boring family. I mean, sometimes people don't like to have mac and cheese all the time. Sometimes you got to mix the things up and have rice and gravy. You know what I mean, baby? We got to mix this thing up, man. B Rob, what's up, man? Law Nation, damn, I'm hyped about this season, bro. Hey, I'm hyped, man. I'm live like 95 for this season too as well. Bob, Big Bone Bob, what's up, babe? Nodak Ninja, my notification was 2 minutes late. Shame on YouTube, Illuminati. You guys know the Illuminati all over our body. We need to get this thing out the way. I love mac and cheese. That's Trey Craig. Now, somebody gotta hate mac and cheese, right? But if you put more cheese on it, oh my God, mac and cheese is one of the best foods that ever created. Hey, J Mac, shout out to you. Dan Da 645, shout out to you too as well. L Brickers, shout out to you. Produced by Germ. What's going on? Grown man session in the house. Grown man. Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Don't forget to hit the notification button down below. That's the bell and or the button. Or don't forget to hit the like too as well. Subscribe to my channel. The best thing that you can ever do for Law Nation, or everything that you can do for me, is share this channel. Share it to your Twitter. That's all you have to do. Just share it. Share it so somebody else can watch it. Tell your friends. Even tell the troll about me. You know what I mean? 4 running back, 3 tight ends. That is quite possible. This is from Mello Owens. I'm about to say Jordan. Heavy Hustler in the mix, man. Let me see, because I won't be looking all this way. Let me move my thing over here. I'm talking about the chat box, you know. Zach is the man. Oh, how can I forget about mentioning Zach, the money man Martin, you know. Let me see what he got. Zach Martin. That's what Zach Martin doing right now. He got them ones dropping out of the sky. Zach, hit your brother up, man. Make a donation to help grow the nation, man. The brother done signed an $84 million contract. 40 of it guaranteed. I'm telling you, Zach is settled in that spot. You might as well cement him in that spot. He's not moving. He's like a tree planted by the water. He got the money. He got the flow going right now. That's cool. Hey, who else we got? Connor Williams. That's the only guy that's unpaid on that line. I think that everybody, I know Connor Williams is a rookie, but now if he can look to his left and look to his right, and he can look down yonder, he can see the future in his positioning. So he should play lights out, ball out, and he should just demolish the opposition. And that's going to be nice. Anybody can predict Connor Williams' number? Can anybody? I'm talking about his jersey number, because I know they ain't going to let him play with 52. Oh, Zach is well deserved for that. Yes, indeed, Luigi. Shout out to you, Beltrain. All right, so Q Mills, he said hell nah or something. Jay, what's up, man? Carolina is dumb as F for paying Andrew that dang on money that much. Who's Carolina? Who they paid? You know, I don't know who's Andrew is. You know, boy got paid. He got money falling out of the sky. Is well spent money, of course. This is from Luigi. Yes. Zach will make the ring of honor And I heard they gave him what was that guy? Jason Witten's old number, right? Not number, but locker room, right? Ooh, that's nice. That means he got some type of leadership bone inside of him, right? So this is what I'm thinking. You know, with the money freed up now, they have a better way of calculating how much money they have left in the tank. They got a better way of calculating too as well how much money they can afford to keep D-Law. If D-Law balls out of control, they can go ahead and squeeze him and say, okay, we want to go ahead and pay that paper to you. You know what I mean? Or if he somehow start off slow, then they can say, okay, we're going to let you test the market for 1 more year. That's just how it goes. And then from there, I'm just letting that money fall. I'm letting it fall 84 million times because that's how much money that's falling out of the sky for Zach Martin. This is the thing too as well. If we do that, then you guys know that I really want Earl Thomas, number 29, on this team. Because if we can get him, oh my goodness, this team will be just that perfect. But if not, then I understand we got to go through a growing process. And Jeff Heath, we can trust, right? You know, you can trust a little bit in Jeff Heath. It's just the fact that you don't want to trust him at pretty much all the games, you know. I think that Jeff Heath is one hell of a rotational player. I think that when he comes into the mix off the bench or rotational piece, because I remember, you guys remember all last year I was screaming, Jeff Heath, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Now, I do know he led the team in interceptions and all that stuff, but I saw him on his knees with his hands in the sky like he's finna get baptized when he played against the LA Rams. You guys know that. Don't have me go find that clip. They got that man hands on his knees. And did I see Jeff Heath improve towards the latter part of the season? Yes. But do I really want to gamble with that again? Do I really want to go through that growing pain again? Because maybe Jeff Heath is a great, one hell of a rotational guy that can come in and get the interception, a Hall of Famer when it's come down to the last 2 minutes of a game, last 2-3 minutes of a game. This brother is Hall of Fame. But the full 60 minutes of a game, I just don't know. I just still have my reservations. But if there's going to be a battle between Jeff Heath and Xavier Woods, come on, let it happen. But I really want that Earl Thomas out there. I know that he can show them guys the way. We got the money now. We got the resources. Let me see what we have out here in the chat box. DJ Cobbs in the house, man. What's up, man? Buck Bell or Burl, I think that's how you say your name. Would you sign Aaron Donald? Aaron Donald want that money falling out of the sky. We can't afford Aaron Donald right now. He wanted $100 million. And Aaron Donald want quarterback money. And in order for us to get Aaron Donald, we had to give up maybe a first round pick and move some things around and make some guaranteed money to be falling out of the sky for him. And I just don't want to do that. At this point, we could have got it. We should have had a chance to draft somebody fat and big to put inside. And Aaron Donald's not that big, fat, burly guy. He's a strong, physical, unique asset that you can put in the middle of that line. He plays the 3 technique very well, you know. And for the life of me, I just wouldn't know what the Dallas Cowboys would do with that much talent. They probably say, hey, let's put him at defensive end. No, Rob Marinelli, I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. But Aaron Donald, man, that's quarterback money. You can't afford to have 2 quarterbacks on your team paying that much money. Not saying you're going to pay Dak Prescott that money, but Aaron Donald's got a lot of money. Who else we got? Trey. Aaron Donald deserves QB money. He's a beast. Hey. I can't argue against that. You shut me up. I'm telling you, he deserved that money. He deserved that money. But when it's silver and blue, I need some of that money to be spread out. We need to take a step back and figure out how the Patriots do this thing. And I'm not saying you got to mirror your team after the Patriots, but you got to figure out a way to finagle that salary cap. That's the thing. And ET is coming this season. This is from Marcelo B. It will be nice, man. Deonte Thompson. Who's this? Trayvon Wallace, Tavon Wallace, Deonte. You talking about he's the guy that may be the guy that can go? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Indianola, Mississippi in the house. Law, what's going on, man? This is from Mondley, man. What's up? You know how we get down, like home skillet. You know how we get down. Nora or Lance or Cedric, Deonte, who do you think is gone? For once, this is from Owens. You're not getting rid of Cedric. They will not fall on the sword for that. He's a draft pick. They're not finna fall on the sword and say we misevaluated this player. They're gonna at least squeeze him for 1 year. All right, Deonte Thompson, or Deonte, not to say this man's whole name. He might be the odd man out because he's 29. If you're going by the philosophy of playing the younger guys first. So he may be the odd man out. If he can stay healthy, if he's willing to play special team, which I know he can. And the other thing is, will he be able to be utilized in the packages that the Cowboys are intended to do? So to me, Deonte Thompson may be finding himself on the last edge of things, right? If the war of attrition is against him, right? So this is the thing. This training camp, whoever the first receiver that get a major injury is going to be placed on injury reserve or will not just make this team. They cannot afford to get injured this year because you already got T. Will, who's already penciled in as a guy that's going to make this team because of money situation. The money that's falling out of the sky, T. Will is on the other side. He's the money that's being burned because right now the Dallas Cowboys will not spite their nose and cut their face off or whatever the saying is, cut your nose and spite your face, whatever. They're not going to do that. They don't have the cojones like the Patriots would do. The Patriots would have cut this man as soon as they found out that he was drunk, as soon as they found out he was racing last year barefooted outside of the strip club, they'd have said, okay, and the mediocre season you had last year, I don't care if Joe Montana mixed with a Tom Brady would have passed in the ball, they would have just went on ahead and cut him. That's just the bottom line, or trade baited them. They would have figured out a way to finagle that thing. We can all close our eyes and figure out a way that the Patriots would have found a way to find some idiot of a team like the Browns or somebody and got a trade or a second, third round pick for T. Will. That's just me telling the truth with it. You guys can take it where you want it. But if you look at all of the moves and the acquisition that the Patriots do, and not trying to model ourselves about the Patriots, but sometimes you got to follow the people that's winning. Now, granted that they didn't win Super Bowl last year, but they was right there. Hell, so if we can get that close, we happy, right? So reason being is, like I was saying, I heard somebody in one of my comment sections was saying like, name me one guy that the Patriots got rid of, and I could name you several guys they got rid of before they even hit their prime. Did you guys know who Chandler Jones is? Come on now. Patriots just said, okay, bye. Bye, Felicia. All right, you got another donation to help grow the nation, man. Heavy Hustler 209 in the mix, man. We need coach with balls. He capitalized balls, B-A-L-L-S. We haven't had that since Parcells, and Jimmy J. Garrett is soft with a capital S-O-F-T. You know it. I know it. We need a cultural change. Change you can believe in, right? The thing is, we can hire the biggest, and I'm talking about the baddest, the best, the vicious, the demonstrative, let me see if another word I can just pull out of the air. The monstrosities. That's a word, coach. And the thing is, will they be able to strengthen themselves when it's needed to? When Jerry Jones is voicing his opinions, when Jerry Jones having an idea about a player, will that coach be able to little himself and say, you know what, you're right? See, this coaching thing, guys, we understand what's going on. We know with our minds, with our heart and our soul, what needs to be done. We know that. We know that, right? Now, there's a test going right now. There's a actual test that's going right now, tangible, that we all can touch and feel. It's against another team. They silver and black. It's the Raiders. When Al Jones, what's this guy named Al Johnson, when he left, and he got his son running the organization, whatever the owner was, they open up doors to bring back Chucky. Because as long as Al was there, I think that Chucky wouldn't have been back. So we see that process. If the Raiders do anything good this year, everybody be looking right at that aspect of it. You see, but we all know what needs to be done. Jerry Jones needs to step down in order for you to get a real vicious coach to come in here to move furniture around and stuff like that, and that's just not going to happen. Jerry Jones have his philosophy, and we have and the other coaches with that strong personality have theirs, and I don't think they gonna let this thing slide. Jay Hart made the donation to help grow the nation. He got money falling out of the sky for me, man. Hey, you guys know I love the donation to help grow the nation. He says E.T. and X Wood sounds better than Woods and Heath. It sounds extremely better than that, but I know the stat munchers are going to go back and say, okay, look at Jeff Heath. He had more interceptions. All I can say is you can purchase the NFL game package. It's the $99. You go purchase that. You watch every game that you can find of Earl Thomas, whether it was last year, the year before, the year he got injured. And you plug in that tape, and you'll see he's where he needs to be with the ball. He's where he needs to be with the ball. And whether or not he don't let the guy get beyond him. And yes, he's not the biggest, the strongest guy in the world, but he's where he needs to be when the ball is in the air. That's what Earl Thomas does. And I'm chopping up some tape now. The joker is long because I got pretty much every single interception that Earl Thomas ever caught in his career, every fumble, every takeaway that Earl Thomas ever did. And I'm compiling this video. And some of these videos, you can some of these tapes and them clips that I'm putting together, my goodness. It would take years for our secondary, anybody in our secondary of the past, to catch up with this man as far as interception. And some interceptions, he have more than our whole entire team, So it's crazy. I'm talking about, in the past, But let me see what else we got, man. Thanks for the donation too, as well, to Group of the Nation. Who else we have? We have Joe Fernandez in the house. Chaz Green is the best in the game. You're entitled to your opinion. Let's see, unless you're being sarcastic and I'm just coming in on the dead end. This is from J Farm. Never give Dez or Witten. The screen went away. Let me see if I can pull it up. This is from Jay. He says never, capital Never, gave Dez or Witten a playoff touchdown either. He must be talking about Tony Romo. It is what it is, man. Hey, there's water under the bridge, man. We moved on from Tony Romo. I do know that Tony Romo is one of the greatest Cowboys players of all time. At the end of the day, you can say that. You can argue that his number speaks for itself. But Tony Romo gone, bye-bye. He's in the broadcasting booth now. Chaz is a bum. Is from Trey. Of course, I know everybody hating on Chaz. I think that he's been utilized in the wrong spot his entire career. I can say that. Is it Jared? Jeff Heath led the DBs in tackles and interception too as well. Hey, I'm not calling Jeff Heath a scrub. I'm not calling him that. I'm not calling him a bum. I'm not calling Jeff Heath horrible. I'm not calling him despicable. What I'm saying is that with Jeff Heath, I would prefer to have Earl Thomas, and you can mix in Jeff Heath. How about that? That would look medieval. Earl Thomas and Jeff Heath. Let's get 2 for 1. Let's get the 2 for 1 deal going, And maybe when Earl Thomas is all the way out the door, he can pour some more information and more knowledge, more blessings, and more insight on Jeff Heath. And Jeff Heath can be like that super Jeff Heath, put a cape on the brother, Yeah, Virginia finest in the house, man. Hey, we got a lot of people from Virginia and Maryland in the mix, man. I saw one comment that somebody was saying like, "Hey, how many how many East Coast fans we got?" Hey, we the Cowboys do run the East, don't we? We do run the East, don't we? East Coast Cowboys, set it up, man. Represent East Coast Cowboys, man. I know you guys out there, man. Oh, East side of the world, you know, Cowboys fans all day, man. We representing, huh? I'm from the South. I'm from the dirty South, but hey, shout out to y'all, man, because I know how it is walking around. You don't see many silver and blue people around with you, you know. Mr. Wright, he said, I don't want no scrubs. Mr. Wright, he's singing the song, man. TLC said, they don't want no scrubs, nor neither does he. I grew up in Maryland. This is from DC Cobb. Yeah, DJ Cobb. I meant to say, what's up, man? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so who else we got? Brandon Hammer. We better run the East, and too close to many of the Eagles fans too as well. Shaking my head. Yeah, you see that? You see that banner behind me? We've been slapping the East Coast. All those people that rooting for the Eagles, or all those people rooting for the Redskins and the Giants. We put 5 of them on there, and I do know that a lot of people saying it's been a long time, but as Sam Cooke says, a long time coming, and change gonna come, and we gonna get this thing going. We gonna put 6 on there now. We're going to get 6 of them on there now. Long as Roger Goodell can step back. I think Roger Goodell's on a good foot now. I think Roger Goodell's going to step it back now. And let's get this ring, baby. All right, so who else we got? New York Cowboy fan here. This is from Marcelo B. That's what I'm talking about. Walking around, not afraid to put that hat on. Not afraid to put that silver and blue on and walk around on the New York streets. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey. Well, with that being said, guys, I just wanted to do a quick show. I got to do a lot of things, other things too as well. I got to do some more videos, more breakdown videos and things like that. But this is my new plan. This is my new game plan. Still on Thursday nights, we still go live with DDP, Silver and Blue Nation. Of course, I'm in the mix. We still going to go live that way on those days. On Thursday night at 9 o'clock. But what my other plan is, when I get off of work, get a little relaxation in, get me a little a little drinky drink, you know what I mean? And I try to jump on here. Well, I don't get a drink that fast, you know. But give me something and I will jump out here and give you guys my thoughts on the news that's going on throughout the day. I try to do that for you guys. And what we got, predictions down there in the box, 14-2. Y'all lay y'all predictions then. You know, since he gonna put it out there, lay your predictions down there. Virginia finest, what he said, Law Nation, look up Roanoke, VA, Mills Mountain Star. Okay, I'll look it up. You know, give me some assignments to do. You guys give me some homework to do. I love to hear this. Law go hard. Yeah, man, I try to, man. This is from, hey, Brendan Newkirk. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for making the donation to help grow the nation, man. I appreciate that. Every penny counts. You guys see, I'm going to get a little stand to go over here next. It's going to go somewhere behind me and put like a little Cowboys glow ball right there so everybody can see. Don't forget to as well, if you guys really want to support the nation, I got some merch down below in the description box. All merchandises help the nation too as well. If you just don't want to just put in $1 in the box, you also can just make a donation by buying jerseys, subscribing to Patreon too as well. We guys know that when the football season come around, you want to rewatch the game. You don't have to pay the $99 a year. All you got to do is just subscribe to the Patreon. Click that link and make a dollar donation a month. You can find $1 somewhere at grandma on them couch. You over at Pookie and Ray house, tell them give you 4 quarters. Get them 4 quarters, wrap them up, send them to your bank, then hit that Patreon and let me show you guys more than football clips, the NFL live games. You guys know how it goes. Hey, all right, so let me read out the season prediction. Virginia final says 15-1. 7-9 says the Callaway the best way. He says 7-9. Hey, it is what it is. 1 + 15 without 8. was this Azahir Malik? That's how you say your name. 1 plus, we're gonna go 1 and 15. Nathan, 11 and 5. Realistically, man, I like the 10 and 6, 11 and 5 realm, I meant to say, but the die hard in me, I really wanted to go 12 and 4 or 13 and 3. I don't like to lose. We shouldn't like to lose either. So 10 and 6, Brandon, I feel you on that. Thank you for making a donation. I said not 7 and 9. Callaway the best way. My bad. My bad, brother. My bad. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Mississippi say 11 and 5. This is from Sean Scott. You guys listen to the Mississippi. That's home skillet right there. 11 and 5 all day, baby. Yeah, 11 and 5. Realistic, 12 and 4. Yeah. Let me get that 13 and 3. Homerville. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, man. Let's crank this thing up. Let me get on out of here, man. I got some things to do. You guys know how it go. Let's bump this music before I roll, though. Hey, I know y'all jamming with me, man. Jam with it. Hey, when you at the house with your lady, let me show you what you do when you rock that thing, man. Let me turn it up. Let me show you do when you rock it with your lady.